Hey everybody, Pastor Mike here with another word of encouragement for you today from Zion Unleashed, the Church Without Walls. Yesterday we talked about the situation where Peter and Jesus were together after Jesus' resurrection, and Jesus basically reinstates Peter. He tells Peter that he's got a place for Peter in his kingdom. And today's verse of encouragement comes as a part of that story, actually. It's from John chapter 21, verse 21, which says, Peter asked Jesus, "What about him, Lord?" What Peter is really saying is he looks over at Jesus, says, "You know what, Peter, I've got a place for you. I have a plan for you. You're going to accomplish great things for me. All you have to do is love me and trust me, and you'll do great things." And Peter looks over at his friend John and says, "Hey, what about him? What about him? What are your plans for him?" And Jesus basically says to him, he says, "You know what, Peter, don't worry about him. Worry about you. Worry about the things that I have for you. I've got his plan all taken care of. I've got your plan taken care of." You know, Peter was guilty of something that we're all guilty of, and that's comparison. We look at what other people have. We look at what other people get. We look at the jobs other people have, the grades they have, the family they have, and we tend to want to wish for that thing. And what Jesus is saying is, you know what? I've got a plan for you. Don't compare yourself to other people. Realize the fact that I love you. If we believe that God is a loving God, if we believe that He's a sovereign God, then we can't help but trust Him on the path that we're going on, because we have to trust the fact that He knows better than we do. So let me encourage you today, whatever path you're on, whatever struggle that you're going through, whether it be physical, emotional, relational, financial, political, whatever it can be, and there's a lot of struggles out there, we have to admit that. Let me remind you of the fact that we serve a sovereign God that loves us, and His plan, even though it may be painful at times, is best for us. Let's have a word of prayer together. Lord Jesus, I thank you for today, and I thank you for the fact that you have a plan for us. I pray for any of my brothers and sisters right now that are struggling with life, struggling with the path they're on. It could be a path of grief. It could be a path of fear, of worry, of frustration, of disappointment. Whatever the path is that they're on, I pray that you would just help them to remember that you are in complete charge, you're in complete control of everything, and that you love them. I pray for those that are our emergency personnel, medical personnel, our law enforcement personnel that are on the front lines every day for us, servicemen and women, that you just protect them, remind them of your love and your presence. Pray for our political leadership, that they would trust your wisdom and not the wisdom of their political parties in order to see us through this. I pray these things in your name. Amen. Hey, thanks for stopping in today. Remember, God's plan for you is the very best plan possible. Talk to you next time.